Welcome once again to Manthan, my friends. The next anomaly that we are considering is the anomaly of flyby calculations. What is this anomaly? Before that anomaly, let us understand what is this flyby or slingshot is. The basic thing is when you are trying to explore the space, there is a limit to which you can, the distance that you can explore. It is directly proportional to the energy. If you have more energy, you can go farther. But thanks to a little bit of trick shot that we take care, called as slingshot, we are in a position to make use of a concept in the world where we hike a ride on the planet's motion. So, which allows these satellites to before they uh, venture on to their ultimate exploration, they use the speed of the Earth's planet itself and they gain kinetic energy by hiking a ride on the planet. It is not just our planet Earth. You can use Moon, you can use Jupiter, anything. And in this, it's very important to calculate the magnitude and the direction of the speed. The correctness is important because the kind of astronomical exploration that we are doing, even a small deviation would leave you in a place that you don't want to be in. But what is the anomaly? Anomaly is when they used to calculate the speed of these flyby, speed of the satellites during flyby operations, whatever the calculations used to be x are there, x, the value there was always a delta x, the plus delta x. There used to be a variation. And why was it difficult to put a thumb on is because the truant nature of the delta x itself, in the sense it is inconsistent. Sometimes it is there, most of the times it is there, but sometimes it is not there. When you have physical principles, it has got to be consistent. Otherwise, it is very difficult to explain a particular thing. And not just inconsistency, even the magnitude was not consistent. Sometimes it used to be high, sometimes it used to be less. And whatever the classical model, as we said, unless you have the principles, the effect which is uniform, which is observed all the time, you cannot find out a principle, underlying principle. If the effect is inconsistent, truant in nature, it's almost impossible to find a cause for it. So let us summarize the Manthan model and try and see how this helps us explain this particular anomaly. And this is what S1, S2 and S3 is. How does S1, S2 and S3 help us explain this? S1 obviously is of not relevance to the flyby speeds because it is just, it doesn't provide any kinetic energy. So it is all about kinetic energy or speed that we are talking about. So let us discount S1 for the time being. S2, we know it is a doppelganger or a twin of gravity, so it will always be there. So S2 is what you see, the calculations that you can say is X, relating to X. But the delta X is what the issue is, and that delta X, we will have to take the S3 into account to explain this delta X. Now let us see what we want is a principle which is equally fluid, equally truant, and something which you cannot grasp on. Why do I say that? When you have a system like this, a perfect system like this, it is easier to say that S3 is directly proportional to the cumulative circumferential mass. You remove the mass, the S3 reduces, you add the mass, S3 increases. But what happens in this particular case is that this orbit is always changing. And not just that, when the orbit changes, the S3 which is acting on this is directly proportional to the other masses which are there in the orbit. As you know, there are many more flying objects around the space, in the outer space. So this would be completely dependent on at that point of time, what is the distribution of these masses all around? So it is almost impossible to find this particular delta x. So when you apply spacity, this principle gives you a underlying principle which is inconsistent and varying magnitude. When the system is perfect, you can possibly say, but when the system is not perfect, when the orbit is changing, when this diameter is dynamically changing, and even this one is affected by the respective masses in that orbit, obviously the delta x is going to be very truant, and hence sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't. And that is how S3 is able to explain this anomaly.